Thomas McDonald, chance to smile now after a successful season?
Yeah, a very successful season, finished second in the league, and now to top it up with a cup final win, 5-1 victory. I couldn't be any happier.
Talk us through tonight's game. Obviously you came in, you knew it was going to be a tough battle. As we said on the show on Friday, you'd shared a victory each at home against Cartron, your opponents tonight. You came into today's game. What were you expecting coming in here tonight to MacSharry Park?
No, I was expecting a real tough battle, and look, it was a tough battle until we broke them down. I think it was 3-1 at half time. We went 3-0 up, and we did give away a sloppy goal, penalty, probably shouldn't have happened. But then we pushed on again in the second half and got another 2. We possibly could have got maybe a 6. There was 1 or 2 one-on-ones, so I think we deserved the win. But our goalie, and there was a few last stitch tackles put in, and they made us work.
They had a little bit of a scare for you at about 3-1 with about 15 minutes to go. They seem to miss an open goal. Goalkeeper makes a good save, comes back, and they put it inches wide. Heart and mouth time?
Yeah, definitely. But it wasn't an open goal. It was more goalie saved it but dropped it, but it was a real tight angle. I think he would have been doing unbelievably well to squeeze it in. He would have been better off to try and pull it back the way, but he kicked it wide, so we were delighted with that.
What's next for this team? Obviously disappointment this year in the league, the way it all finished up, but where do you go from here? Will you be involved next year? I know the season's kind of almost starting, pre-season probably starts next week.
I think it's 2 weeks time, 3 max, but I think it's 2 weeks time till it starts. Yeah, I've been told that I'm not allowed to go anywhere, so we'll take a week's rest and let the boys get a bit of recovery in, and then we'll start back with a light bit of training. But you see the panel there today. There's a great panel for the coming season, so we'll be ready for action.
I suppose it's not really the night for it, but seeing as we were talking about this next season already, in terms of Glencar Manor's progress in the senior championship, of course they have a quarter final next week, possibly a semi-final or even a final every 2 weeks after that. Will that affect preparations now, or is it back to the usual rhythm of give a couple of weeks to the Gaelic and then we'll see you in September, October again, boys?
It is tricky because next week we have the quarter final of the championship against Ballinamore, so we'll have to see how that goes. That will be a tough game. But look, again, our panel there, you've seen the size of it. If there was 1 or 2 boys unavailable, there's brilliant lads to step in. But I think both games will be on different days, Saturday and Sunday, so we'll play that one by ear.
Finally, just one word about the facilities here, because MacSharry Park, obviously here in the heart of Sligo, it looks fantastic tonight. Probably hasn't been too many games played on it in the last few months because of COVID, but the ground staff, everybody involved, it really does help to have a venue like this for games of this kind of magnitude.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I've mentioned Joe Cleary before, and I'm going to mention him again because he's the groundsman here and he has the pitch looking amazing. So it's great to be able to play a cup final at the last game of the season in these conditions, so it's amazing.